my background is I'm having a total work experience of 7 years, out of which 4 years is in Dubai and 3 years was in India. I'm basically from the retail industry, and presently I'm working with the AC Nielsen. I last year itself I thought about applying to the B schools, and the last year I took help from some other private consultant, and I applied to NIE. But unfortunately, I didn't got selected. Then I took the help of the same lady and I applied to Ross, Tuck, and Haas. But again, the same result. I got waitlisted and was not selected. So, but my ultimate aim was to go to the B schools and to leverage my experience. And in line with this year, I applied to INSEAD with help of Rajdeep. And yes, I got selected. So that is basically my background. There are like a lot of challenges which I faced and from which I learned last year. What the basic thing was that, and the feedback which I got from the guys who did my interview or from the admission committee was, application was not that strong. Meaning I was having a lot of experience. I've worked across sectors, across geography, but the problem was that the help which I was getting or the consultant I was using last year was not able to comprehend it correctly. So, I was not able to put it on paper what actually I have done. So my CV, you talk about my CV, you talk about the questions, you talk about the essays, or it was not showing, okay, this is from a guy who has worked for 7 years, who's worked across sectors, who's quite knowledgeable, who's got from, who is basically a fit to the B schools. So, these are challenges were making my whole profile weak. So, in fact, if I take an example of Tuck, I applied to Tuck, I got a call from Tuck. My interview was very good. Then I was really hopeful. But when I went for the, result, I was initially waitlisted, and then and when I got a feedback and I talked to the guys from the admission committee, the feedback which I got was that your essays were not that good. It was very good, but you were not able to bring the things, what exactly we need. And in fact, the person told like, we feel you have, but you are not able to present it in the correct way. So this was the biggest challenge which I faced, and that's why I thought, okay, so critical for me, and it's very important for me to get selected in a good B school. I should take quality help, and in that case, Rajdeep's help came into picture. Working with him was a lot of joy. Although I'm really sorry, I bugged him when it was just like he was planning something for his personal life. But then also he was of lot help to me. We started with the INSEAD, and the first thing which we did was deciding about a uniform way in which we'll be targeting this whole thing. So initially we did with the CV thing, and what the CV I got after interacting with Rajdeep, after the help he gave me was just fabulous. It was actually the CV of a person who has worked for 7 years, who has works across industries, and this was I was never thought. We had whenever we are doing something, the same thing applied to my questions also. INSEAD you have like 7 questions, and each questions we ponder a lot. We thought about it. He gave me ample time to think about it. And then, I used to write those things and then give to him back. He come back to me with the changes, what he want, what is lacking, how more I can highlight. So, this personal touch was a special thing, and, the way he tried to help me, coming into my shoes, and trying to know from me, what exactly I'm doing, how can, improve my basic profile. So the results were really good. The essays which came out was very beautiful. Then in terms of the help he provided me based on the profile of the school. So for example, INSEAD, he told me to follow a total different strategy. Like for example, recommendation. Usually I was following the recommendation from the same guys, and what he told me was that try a different recommender, and that also I think was a big plus point. Because one of my recommended was from South Africa, another which I added was from Lebanon, so it added to my diversity. So this school-based approach and this approach wherein, based on the profile was something special which I found with Rajdeep. and definitely it helped me a lot. My selection is is an example of that. The same school I applied last year with nothing was changed. This year everything was same, but this year I got selected, and last year I got, and that actually I owe a lot to Rajdeep. I definitely want to recommend Rajdeep and Admissions Gateway because as I've told you, what I think is that the approach they provide to you, the personal approach they provide to you is really good. It's not that you are just going to a usual consultancy or a usual firm wherein they take the money and they'll give you okay, some sort of a okay, do this and that's it. What you'll get from Admissions Gateway and specifically from Rajdeep and their team is the unique tailor-made approach. So the approach would be for every student, the approach would be different. It will be tailor-made for your needs and your requirement. So it will not be strict process wherein you are doing a batch line processing and okay, get the money and do the thing. It will be like something like wherein you have a personal touch. You can clear it. You can talk frankly to Rajdeep and their team. You can brainstorm a lot of things. And this was a special thing which I found. Okay, I can think about a lot of ideas. I can discuss with Rajdeep, and then we can think about okay, what can be the best. And plus that since the team is the guys who are in Admission Gateway, most of them are from B schools. So they have prior experience from the B schools. So the experience of these guys comes very handy because what does the admission committee looks into the prospective students. They can give you a greater insight. So it's not that there's an external person who is giving you some sort of a experience based on learnings based on some of the experience of the other people. So what you will be going for would be exactly what the admission committee required. So I definitely prefer, and in fact I would suggest if you want to go for the B schools application, this helps from the guys like Rajdeep or Rajdeep in specific, and help from the consultant in general is very much required because the process is a totally closed box process. So you don't know like how what they require, what can be highlighted, and in that case these guys comes into very handy. They can help you in knowing what exactly you should highlight, what exactly you should try to show as your strength, what should you be weakness which you try to nullify. So all these things come very handy in the end when you are going for a B school process. And that's it, so, and I definitely wish the guys best of luck, and I definitely and I definitely suggest Admission Gateway as Rajdeep, and that's it. So best of luck to the guys. All your dreams and get success.